your phone flipping business isn't the type of business that you think it is. All right. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chris Schroeder. I help people start, grow, and scale phone flipping and buyback businesses. And today, guys, I want to tell you that your phone flipping business is not the business that you think it is, okay? And it's not going to grow in the way that you think it is, all right? So with that being said, let me break down what your phone flipping business is rather in, what you think it is, okay? We'll start with what you think it is first, okay? So a lot of people come in with the misconception that a phone flipping or buyback business is a business where it's just inventory. It's just an inventory game, okay? Now, if you are a wholesaler, then it is an inventory game. It's an inventory and sales game, okay? Now, if you are a local buyback owner or a local phone flipper, you're not in the inventory game, okay? You are in very small inventory game, okay? You are in the marketing and sales business. Let me explain this. So for you to be able to buy items, you need to get eyeballs on you. Basically, ads or reach outs or whatever, right? So it's a marketing and sales business. It's not an inventory business. The only way that you get inventory is through marketing. That is it, okay? So I want to be very clear. You are not in the inventory business. You're not, okay? So let's make that clear. You are in the marketing and sales business, all right? So with that being said, the way that you get devices is by marketing yourself, okay? So that's just what happens. So, I buy stuff, right? Like watches and iPhones and stuff, and I got inventory all over there. But the only way that I got those devices was because I marketed my business and myself, okay? So that is what we did, and that's how we got the devices. So I wouldn't have gotten the devices if I wasn't good at marketing. So this goes to show you that the number one skill that you need to have when it comes to having a local buyback business or a local phone flipping business is you need the skill of marketing. That is the number one skill in this business. Marketing and sales. Sales comes second because you actually got to start a conversation with the person first, right? So you're in the marketing and sales business. So if you can get in front of people, you can get eyeballs to you, then you can then negotiate and make offers and get the device. And then you can sell it, okay? So, but the crazy thing is like in this business, we're working with items that sell relatively fast. So it doesn't really even matter about inventory for the most part, because if you know how to sell the thing, then you won't have problems selling it, because it's not one of those things where you're going and, freaking Goodwill and finding something that looks cool and then trying to sell it because you think it's cool, but, the couple 100 million other people on eBay don't think it's cool, right? So we're buying, things like the iPhones and stuff, right? That people want to sell for good money, and then we're taking it and we're flipping it online. Okay, but the only way that people get to see us is whenever we advertise ourselves. So the two most important pieces to this business are marketing and sales. That is it. Marketing and negotiation, if you want to call it that. Those are the two most important things you have to master to make the system work for you, especially if you are a local buyback business owner. All right. There is no shortcut around this. Most of the time you can't hire somebody to take over these parts that is going to do it well enough for you. You still need to learn how to do it, in my opinion. And honestly, guys, I'm going to give you guys a really quick tip here. It's not that hard to learn. It's not that hard to learn. Running a Facebook ad is one of the most simple things that you can do. Running a Google ad is a little bit more complex, but guys, the stuff isn't that hard. And it doesn't take that much effort. Negotiating is not very hard. If you want a script, you can, check out our stuff in the description. But it's not that hard. Making offers isn't that hard when you know how to do it. So you just haven't put in enough time. Now you think you have to hire an expert, when most of the time the expert, and I'll just be real with you guys because this is what I did, all of those guys that are out there running your Facebook ads, they're checking on those ads maybe once a week, if you're lucky. Or they're checking on it once every 2 weeks, if you're freaking lucky. or once a month, or whenever you ask. Just being real, because I used to run an agency for phone flippers. That's what we did, okay? We didn't check stuff that often because we didn't need to, because the ads worked, and we knew that they worked. But also, the biggest constraint that we ever saw was that people didn't know how to negotiate. Like, I could run their ads all day long, get them $2.50, $3 leads, maybe sometimes even a little bit less, and they still couldn't close a damn person. Like, that's real stuff, and that's because they suck at negotiating. Just is what it is, right? So, you're in the marketing and sales business. What does that mean? You need to learn how to market and need to learn how to sell. Now, selling in this case is negotiation. You're selling somebody basically your money on, trading your money for their thing, right? So you need to learn how to do that well. And then you can then train somebody. That way you can train them yourself to do that for you. Okay, same thing with the marketing. Stuff isn't that hard, guys. But I just want to point out that we are not in the inventory business. Inventory is a byproduct of the marketing and the sales. That is it. And the faster that you guys realize that, the more money you're going to make. And I learned this years ago. I just didn't know it in this context. But I learned this concept years ago that we were in the marketing and lead generation business. Okay? So I realized really quickly, like, oh, crap, I'm paying for the leads that I'm getting. I probably need to be following up with these people to make sure that, I make the most of the money that I'm spending. Just being real, okay? So you're not in the inventory game. You are in the marketing and sales game. So with that information, go out there and crush it. So see you guys later. Hope that was helpful. Bye.